legend that they gotta sauce, yeah.
Welcome back, y'all. Sports Talk, you know what I'm saying? Week 2. We're here to give y'all the latest updates on all things sports related. Got a lot of good feedback from the fellas, of course, you know, that we gave them a sports episode. So we figured we'd do it again. And like I said before, we're going to do it again and again throughout all the season. So, you know, welcome back, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for sports.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Big Q back in the building.
It's your boy Big Mike, aka Mike Wavey.
Hey, y'all know what this is. It's the Sports Talk here. So let's get right into it. So we already know we have week 1 and week 2 is going on right now. Some of the things I want to recap, and I just want to start off with this one right here because this one makes me smile. That boy Dak hurt, and out for 6 to 8 weeks with a hand injury.
Yeah.
You need a round of applause for that one, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm not going to celebrate it too hard, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to keep our players healthy, you know what I mean? But Dak is out with a supposed thumb injury. I say supposed because I just feel like what's his name?
Jerry Jones.
He ain't liking what he's seeing from Dak, so he need him to sit down for a little bit. I think this is their way of humbling him. You know what I mean? But my question to you is Dallas season over?
No, I don't think it's over.
I mean, it's still too early to tell, but they did get lucky and, you know, they got the little W, you know, on Sunday. But if he would have missed that field goal, they probably would have lost. So, you know.
I don't know. That QB, the little backup QB they had in there, I mean, he looked solid. I ain't gonna lie.
And the Bengals look like little chihuahuas right now. You know what I mean? Like, if that was the Bengals from the last year's Super Bowl, it would have been a different ball game. But I don't know. Something about Joe Burrow right now and the Bengals ain't hitting. And Dallas got lucky, bro. One little blow of the wind, that field goal would have been missed. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't no telling. I mean,
no, but Cooper Rush though, like I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I was a little impressed. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I was sitting here, me and my wife was sitting here, was like, yo, who is QB and shit? But nigga was out there putting up a couple of little numbers or whatever.
Yeah, they was calling him the Ginger Assassin. Look, man, I just want the Cowboys to lose every game, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Nah, but to talk back about the Bengals though, man, like I just want to say Joe Burrows is having a tough start, bro. And I don't know why. I don't know if he in his head. I don't know if he let the little fame or whatever get to him for making it to the chip last year. But I'm just like, they do not look like the same team, bro, at all.
The problem is what the problem was last year. They're not protecting this man. This man is getting hit, sack, touched too much. And if they don't do something about it, bro, he may get injured as well from a hard hit. He's on pace right now to probably get sacked over 100 times, they said. And last year, they was able to, you know, kind of manipulate the system a little bit, and the offense kind of helped a little bit every now and then. But now you had a whole season. Like, everybody kind of saw how it went last year. Here we are this year. If you did your homework, you know they ain't really upgraded their offensive line. So if I'm the opposite team, we know we can attack him and get him. You know what I mean? Last year it was kind of still like learn as you go, but now everybody had a full year to watch them. Obviously, they watched the Super Bowl. They saw where it hurt, and everybody's basically doing the same shit from last year. So this is the outcome. So if they don't fix it, it's going to be a long season for the Bengals. I'll tell you that right now.
Nah, facts. I 100% agree with that.
But I'll tell you who else is struggling. Baker Mayfield. Trash ass motherfucker. You know, he's supposed to be the Carolina savior, But I think he got one more game before Sam Darnold take back over because, he's 0-2 right now and he ain't looking too good. And I just think it's time for him to sit on the bench because I'm not a fan.
Yo, I really think we might have put a little curse or hex on that nigga.
Good. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Panthers 0-2, and and Baker Mayfield's Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? So they ain't calling them the Carolina Browns right now. The way. Yeah, but fuck it, man. So. What else we got, man? Because it was a good ass week of sports, bro. You know what I mean? We're going to get out of NFL talk first, but, it was good ass sports all over. You know what I mean? But week 2?
Oh, week 2 was comeback week, bro, for a few teams. But none bigger than Miami coming back on the Baltimore Ravens.
Golly. I mean, shout out to Lamar Jackson. He did what he can do, but he don't play defense, so he can't do shit about it. But he held his own. He had them in a nice little chunky lead, but Tua and Hill said, it's go time. And they must have played that Miami Vice music in the background or some shit. And them niggas went off, bruh.
Well, you can't leave out Jalen Waddle neither. Like, he put up numbers too. 11 receptions, both between him and Hill. Hill had 190 yards, and I think Waddle had 171 yards. Both of them had 2 touchdowns. So between the two of them and Tua, Baltimore said no chance.
Put over 469 yards
and 6 touchdowns, nigga.
Yo, shout out to Tyreek Hill because he definitely helped me on my fantasy points with the 44. But
we gonna talk about that one later.
Yeah. But that was a good ass game. Who else came back? Of course, the Cardinals came back on the fucking Raiders. The Raiders fans is over here popping champagne and celebrating early because they was up 20-something to 7. And, Kyler Murray came back, you know what I'm saying? He showed y'all why he worth that 200. He did his thing, man. Even though I thought they was going to fuck it over that last, 40 seconds. They damn near every down was incomplete pass. I'm like, bro, just run that shit. But they giving you all the time in the world. And sure enough, when you finally run that bitch in, you know what I'm saying? It scored. And then that dart he threw in the back of the end zone for that 2-point conversion was lit.
Yo, that was a cold one right there.
Yeah,
bro.
I was highly impressed on that one. You know what I'm saying? But he had all the time in the fucking world. You would have thought the Raiders would have, put a little more pressure on him. But I don't know, bro.
No, they was playing the wrong coverage on him with that one.
Man, I mean, at one point, the Raiders was looking real good. I thought maybe Carr and Adams found they shit, but I mean, just like with the Ravens, bro, the offense can only do what offense can do. Defense got to come in and take care of the rest, and they sure the fuck didn't do that. So that's the outcome.
And that hit on Hunter Renfrow. For him to fumble that ball, bro, that hit was crucial. I'm talking about it stick, nigga.
It was smart too. Torpedo right inside nigga arms. He went straight for the ball, head first, bam. You know what I mean? And that shit was lit, man. That was a good ass ending to a game. I ain't a fan of neither one, but I'm a fan of the game. So that shit was exciting just to see how it turned out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that was good. But we also had who else? The motherfucking Jets. They came back on the Browns. You know what I mean? Shout out to Monty. You know what I'm saying? He's the only Jet fan I know. You know what I mean? And sure enough, they came back and won. Flacco, he doing what he do. I can't even be mad at him. That was a good little comeback too. First of all, who the fuck is the Browns quarterback? I saw a picture of him. I was like, who the fuck is that? I think it looked like somebody's uncle. He just gave a random nigga a helmet and said, let's do it.
Come on, bro. He's a cold one.
I'm just saying, bro.
They not getting bums off the street, bro.
You saw that little meme. The Cowboys had auditions for the quarterback too. They said, if you got a jersey, show up at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Nah. That's quarterback name is Jacob Brissett, something like that.
Oh yeah, he used to play dice back in the day. Yeah, man. But Just a quick little brief update. Right now, it's third quarter. Eagles up 24-7 on the Vikings and they dog ass. Let's go, Eagles.
I gotta hear this all episode, John. All episode.
I'm saying it's still early though, but gotta talk my shit.
Nah, get your shit off. But let's rewind it back a little bit because I forgot to mention. Did you see the Bucks and Saints? Not so much the game, but the quick little brawl they had.
The Royal Rumble. Shout out to Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? He do more protecting than
Mike Evans is a soldier, bro.
He do more protecting than the fucking line. You know what I mean? Like, oh boy, we're looking at Brady too hard. He came out of nowhere, like bam. Watch out. Anytime you make a nigga float off his feet, you gotta catch fade. but word on the end zone is them two niggas got beef anyway, so that was just a reason for Mike to get on his hands on him. You know what I mean? So. And of course, they both got suspended one game.
Once he realized who it was, he was like, "Oh yeah, opportunity, I gotta take it." He told the referees, he was like, "Yo, that's Tom Brady. Like, what you want me to do?"
Hey,
like
interception. Sorry, y'all. Let's go, Slay. Watch out. My bad, y'all.
I told y'all I gotta hear
just
this
to give y'all
the whole time we record.
Just to give y'all a quick little update. Old boy finna throw it into the end zone, but Slay said, "Not today." And it was a holding call on offense, so that's decline, baby. We to the house. Kirk Cousins acting like a brother right now. All right, my fault. Y'all gonna hear some Eagle chants throughout the game at some point. My nigga Amir.
Well, the Eagles and the Vikings are the only team playing right now. We also got the Titans and the Bills. The Bills are up on the Titans 41-7. Just a quick update on that.
Titans. Just throwing the towel. My nigga T Stacks. Sorry, bro. The Titans ain't looking too tiny. Y'all gave us AJ Brown. I don't know how to act now. I'm saying, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Week 1 was good. Week 2 was more exciting. And if football's still like that the rest of this fucking year, it's gonna be good, bro. Like I said before, like something about this season just feels real good. Like everybody is hyped, everybody excited. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I think fucking the football has been kind of keeping peace with a lot of people and shit. You know what I mean? It's just been a lot of good games. College too, but the NFL right now is looking how we want it to look right now. I mean, it's a lot of good games, a lot of unexpected games, bro. We over here texting each other throughout the day. Nigga, did you see? I'm like, nigga, nah, the score was just. You like, nah, screenshot. I'm like, golly. So that's dope, bro. Like, I like it, but yeah, man. How's your team looking? The 49ers.
So let me give y'all a quick little update on the 49ers. Right now, the 49ers record is looking 1-1. So we was able to beat the Seahawks. So I need a round of applause for that real quick. You know what I'm
saying? 1-1. I can't relate.
It's all right. Get your hate off. You know what I'm saying? But no, my nigga George Kittle, he didn't play game 1 or game 2, due to the groin injury. So hopefully we get him back game 3.
Right.
Probably the worst news right now for the team is that quarterback Trey Lance suffered 2 ankle injuries.
Now we want him to get healthy, of course. But my question to you, is it unfortunate? Because y'all got good old Jimmy G to the rescue. Jimmy the God. Yeah, y'all was like, nah, we ain't getting rid of him for a reason. Y'all knew in the back of y'all mind, like, nah, we can't let him go. So y'all kept him, paid him handsomely for,
No, we did.
But yo, he got a cold ass little deal we didn't know about. He get actually like 300 plus if he play like 25 or 65% of snaps, which by default is gonna happen now because old boy out for the rest of the season, and he get 200 some K every time y'all win, which won't be a lot, but every time y'all win, he gonna get 250K. Woo!
So actually, no. So he gets 250K for every game he plays more than 25% of the offensive snaps. Plus, he gets another 100K every time the Niners win. So either way, he getting banked.
Nice.
He's projected to get as much as 5.5 mil.
On top of that, 6. Yeah. See, Jimmy sleeping with somebody upstairs. Jimmy got a sex tape on somebody. Cause there ain't no way Jimmy should have been in Seattle right now, balling his ass off, but nah. That's what's up. Well, as for my team, currently up right now, so it looks like we might be 2-0, and y'all don't want that. So I already told y'all what time it is this year for us, baby. You know what I mean? And we showing it right now. So we 1-0. We beat the we beat the Lions, the little Cubs. You know, but now we over here smacking on these little Vikings, the usual. So I don't got much to say. You feel me?
And so it's still time on the clock, and we already said week 2 comeback week. So you know, you don't say nothing till it's 0 on the clock, bro.
You right, but
that's all I'm saying.
But when we picking it like that, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing.
Oh, they definitely making it easy for you. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Now, what I can't talk shit about right now is my goddamn fantasy team. I'm getting my ass smacked on right now. I'm getting smacked. I am currently down 120 to 179 to the homie Dominic. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, I can't talk shit about that right now. But what about you? How you do this week?
I mean, I got a bye this week, so you know what I'm saying? I'm good.
All right. You know, so for our listeners out there, you know, we decided to hop on the fantasy football bandwagon, you know, first time ever doing this, and it's been fun so far, you know what I mean? It's only week 2. This shit is fun, it's exciting. You know, it's me, Q, of course, the homie Ty, Melly, Dominique Coop, Dominique Hines, the homie Easy, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't much of us. We just started to keep it light this time around, you know what I mean? So hopefully next season we'll add more people, but right now we keeping it light. And it's been fun, man, you know what I'm saying? The draft was interesting, you know what I'm saying? I was fucking lit, you know what I mean? It was a dope little experience for the fantasy world. I picked some trash people, I picked some good people, you know what I mean? But I'm clearly about to be 0-2.
Yeah, definitely took some risk with some of the people I picked, and I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely finna make some trades, some drops.
Right. Once this game is over with, I am going to be trading motherfuckers.
But you know, it's always those players that surprise you and have these breakout games and shit that be giving you 40, 50 points. So it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna try you out, pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Probably didn't have a too good of a year last year, so it's like, okay, maybe this year gonna be your year. Nah. My whole strategy was fucked up. Not to mention, during the draft, the people I wanted, you niggas was snatching. I was
like, Tyrone and D Hines, man, they must have had like back-to-backs on the fucking draft. And then Melly got some good ass picks on the auto. He was like, fuck it, let the computer pick for him. So he ended up with a good little team as well. So, I mean, Aaron Rodgers playing like Dookie right now. Fucking DK Metcalf playing like Dookie right now. And the running back for the Broncos, Williams, is playing like shit right now. So I'm definitely about to get rid of all of them immediately.
I had Kittles. Kittles was injured game 1, game 2. Trey got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you had Trey?
I got Trey, bro. So now I gotta get another back.
You might go get 2. I think he available. I'm just giving you a little free game. He available because he definitely finna have another good game coming up. I think him and Tyreek found their chemistry, bro. So,
oh yeah, no, I'm definitely snatching. And then, but see, I got Mahomes, so Mahomes is always good for about 30, 40 points. So,
he is, man. And then Hines got a fucking Josh Allen, and he down there playing like an MVP right now. So,
yeah, and I got Chase and Higgins, both from Cincinnati, so they pretty much good for points. I think. Dom has Josh Allen and
Diggs. He got both of their asses. and Tyrone got Cup, you know what I mean? So, but it's fun though.
Bro, that's 30 points every game, bro. Like, yeah, this fantasy shit crazy.
Yeah, it's fun though, man. I like it. It's different. You know, I can't wait to really be in like the same presence with everybody next time around, you know what I'm saying? Maybe do the draft somewhere at the house or at a bar or some shit, you know what I mean? And catch a couple of games in the same facility so we can all talk shit, you know, live. That's always the dopest shit to do versus what's the shit called? The group chat. But yeah. I think we should do an NBA one too when it comes up. I'm down. So we might make that one open to the listeners, you know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to hop on the NBA fantasy when it comes up, let us know. We definitely want the more the merrier. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a $20 entry. And the winner takes it all. You feel me? Just like this one right now. So I'm fucking with it. But shout out Shout out to the Keeping It Wavy Fantasy League.
Yo, the name is crazy, bro.
Everything wavy, baby. No matter what it is.
It's like if anybody want to know what we be up to, all they gotta do is look for the word wavy. It's probably me and Mike.
Hashtag wavy, baby. It's us. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? But on another note, we should call this episode the Parlay Predictions. We should call this Parlay Predictions. You know what I mean? So, of course, I'm a low-key junkie to the sports betting, low-key. I'm gonna have to call that number real quick. Man, fucking with DraftKings, fucking with FanDuel. Both of y'all holla at us. Cause we definitely some betting motherfuckers over here. But yeah, man.
Let me ask you though. Have you had any good parlays come your way?
Not this season.
You know
Nope.
Okay.
The last I won was in basketball. I won a couple dollars in baseball, but not what I want. You know what I mean? I'm trying to hit it out the park. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, 18 parlay leg. I'm trying to get 200. I'm going for the boom. You feel me? Oh, Hurts out of here. My fault, y'all, but I don't want my nigga to get hit. You feel me?
Oh shit! Punt block. Oh, he got caught. Oh shit!
Just that fast. Some bullshit.
I told you.
Was it field goal or was it a punt?
Oh no, field goal.
Oh shit!
Yep, boom.
Yeah.
They showing the
Elliot is my kicker too for the fantasy. He tripping. Ooh,
he caught that. He caught him.
Thank
though.
God.
He ain't got no wheels.
That nigga jumped on them legs like a motherfucker. Number 8. Shout out to him. But yeah, man, a parlay, man, it's a thrill, man. It's an adrenaline. It's like them shits can change your life, bro. I'm watching this shit on the internet, bro, and that one dude had a $7 bet to win out 1.2 million on I think 15 leg parlay. And he had 2 more to get that 1.1, and he decided to just cash out.
Wasn't it a 25 leg parlay?
It was a 25? I don't know what it was. All I know, it was for 1.2, but he had 2 more to go, and he said, fuck it, he cashed out at 250. And I ain't mad at him.
Yeah, it was a 25 leg parlay, and he said, he's like, this money right here is good enough for me. I'm cashing out. He's like, there's always next.
Right. He's like, this is enough to change my, you know what I'm saying, my family. So I ain't even mad at him, cause I would have cashed out too. And then on top of that, the team that he had lost. So shout out to him for even seeing that. Nah, I'm not gonna be greedy. So we talked about that before. If a nigga have a chance to get that parlay with a nice chunky thousands, would you cash out? And I'm promising you, bro. That's what I want my parlay to be. I don't even necessarily want to win the whole thing. If I got the 280,000, parlay leg, and that's just a cash out at 30,000, I'm cashing out. Because I just put $10 on that, and I can walk away with 30. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, it makes sense. I know before when we had that conversation, I was like, I'll let it ride. But the more and more I thought about it, and the more and more I see people in these parlays, and they got an opportunity to cash out, and they go to ride, they end up losing. Most of the time they lose, and I'm like, I pay attention to the odds. So the odds of you actually hitting the whole 25 leg,
right? And with all these comebacks, all these teams coming back to win, and you know what I'm saying, ain't shit safe right now. So the moment I log in and my motherfucking FanDuel say,
"Ooh shit, another pick," oh shit.
We ain't playing with y'all ass, boy. We soaring out here.
What is that? Number 29? Was that Mad Eye?
Stop playing with us, bro.
Shit right on. Wow.
Shout out to my nigga, my egos.
Nah, he got that clean, bro.
And somebody posted earlier, Coach Cousins have our number every time he plays us. Not today, bitch ass nigga.
Nah, not at all. These niggas getting cooked. You see that shit?
Yeah, let's go. So, just for the listeners, you know what I'm saying? I'm not rich as Q, so my TV a little slower than his. What you got, a 70-inch? I got a 65-inch, so my shit be showing a little slow sometimes. So pardon the double reactions, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Just have to remind y'all on episode 1, I said we going to the Super Bowl.
I'm looking tough, bro. I ain't gonna
Come on, man. Shout out to the GM Howie, man. Howie made some moves, you feel me? But nah, let's move on, man. You know what I'm saying? But for real, y'all, if y'all are gambling, gamble responsibly. You know what I'm saying? There is like a gambling hotline number. I don't know about heart. And we ain't sponsored by FanDuel or DraftKings yet, so we ain't giving y'all the number. But be smart. You know what I'm saying? If y'all win, send us a little 3%. You feel me?
So, I know we talked about Lamar Jackson earlier. I want to bring the conversation back to him real quick. Did you hear that he turned down $275 million?
Hell yeah, because it wasn't guaranteed. Like, look, man. So, look, you got Kyler Murray, who got 200 something with like 100 something guaranteed. You know what I mean? You got Deshaun Watson, aka Touch. You know what I'm saying? He got 230 without playing a whole year, and he got all of it guaranteed. Here I am, Lamar Jackson, keeping the Ravens relevant. I got into the playoffs a couple of times. I'm actually an MVP. Neither one of those two have been an MVP yet. And they're getting 200 million. One getting it guaranteed. I deserve to get a guaranteed too, don't I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the rumors is Lamar won 300 and he won it all guaranteed. I mean, Patrick Mahomes got 5 and he got like 4 guaranteed. So it's like, bro, like when you look at it like that, like why is Kyler Murray getting more than me when he ain't did shit? You know what I'm saying? Deshaun ain't played in a year. Deshaun here too busy fucking and touching. You know what I'm saying? And he getting 230 guaranteed. So if I'm Lamar Jackson, hell yeah. If you gonna give me 275, it gotta be all guaranteed. You feel me?
Well, shit, look, the owners feel like, you know, Kyler Murray is probably more of a guarantee that he gonna be a star for our team, so they paying him. So maybe for Lamar, maybe the owners of the Ravens don't feel that
That's
way.
based on potential. That's based on potential. He got that off potential, which is why he don't got the whole. But Lamar has shown himself, and all Lamar needs is a couple more pieces, and the Ravens could be right back in the conversation again. But until then, Lamar is keeping them relevant, bro. Lamar even got his arm throw better. He's actually, man, only thing he's doing wrong, in my opinion, is he's actually playing right now. I wouldn't be playing because you already know right now, the moment something was to go wrong, they're going to act funny on him. You know what I mean? Ain't no loyalty in this business. You know what I mean? So if I was him, his character is too good for me right now. Like, he's solid. He's loyal. I respect it. He was the last pick. This team did take a chance on him. And shit, he been balling ever since. So I feel like he deserved. If you're gonna give him anything, give him 232 guarantee. You know, a couple more, 1 more million more. What you call it? But make it guaranteed. Whatever y'all giving him, it should all be guaranteed.
The Ravens are not going to do anything to lose him. They know they need him.
Right, but
they just playing this. They playing this money game with him right now.
And you know, it's funny because I found out that him and his mom represent themselves. Like Lamar doesn't have an actual agent. He's his own agent, him and his mom. So they're the one orchestrating the deal. And one of these people on the internet, I forgot who it was, but they kind of threw it out there like, that was Jalen Rose. He was kind of saying one of the reasons why it's taking so long is because Lamar is kind of like not going against the grain, not going with the system, meaning he don't have an agent. You know what I'm saying? Like that link to these types of things. I forgot how he put it, but he basically said if he had an agent, this shit would have been up and done by now. Lamar would have been got what he got. But since he's not feeding the food chain, which is having a typical agent, a typical, person in his representative, they're saying like, oh, this is the reason why it's kind of delayed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how accurate or true that is, but it kind of makes sense. Like, you're not feeding the norm. You're going a different route, because if he can get X amount of dollars at a large amount without a representation, that's going to start it's going to start a whole wave now. You know what I mean? Like, obviously LeBron was smart and got his homies to, start a program up, and I'm under my homies, but you imagine the future guys growing up now is no longer going to be hiring these, let's be honest, white, agents. They're going to start representing themselves. That's going to be a game changer. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's a little maybe threw it too deep, but ain't nothing surprising these days. But Lamar do deserve his money.
Nah, 100% agree.
I just pray he have a great season. You know what I'm saying? Get him to the Super Bowl against us, and then, he get every dollar he deserves. So
yeah, he just got to keep playing the way he playing. And the same way he played his last game, even though they lost, he put numbers up. He just got to continue to keep playing like that.
You got James Harden at the game. That's how you know. James Harden is an Eagle fan now.
All of a sudden,
hey, you give me free tickets, I'll be able to game too. All right. Speaking of free, I don't know how we're gonna spend this, but your boy Brett Favre has been in the news lately. I ain't gonna cap. I used to be a Brett Favre fan a long time ago, back in the early Dreamcast days. I used to love Green Bay when it came to the game. Him, what was his name? Antonio Freeman. What was the running back name? I forgot his name. Fuck. But yeah, I used to play with the Green Bay back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I was a big Brett Favre fan. I was like a Brett Favre fan. And when he went to the Vikings and all that, I still like just rooted for him. But times has gone by.
Favre is a legend, bro. He is a legend. He's in my top 5 of QBs. So.
He's definitely an interception legend. That nigga going throw the ball when he ain't supposed to be thrown. You know what I mean? But but he's in the news for throwing another interception. That nigga was intercepting welfare money. Some of y'all might be like, wait, what? So,
well, wait, hold on. You said he's in the news for another type of interception.
Interception welfare money.
You said he intercepted welfare.
Yes. So Pete, he's out there in Mississippi. I guess that's his hometown. I think he went to school out there as well. I think his daughter go to Mississippi University. You know what I mean? All that stuff, whatever, right? But I don't know, like, what's going on in his personal world, but somehow, some way, he managed to, he got friends in high places, you know what I'm saying? People that matter. So somehow, some way, he was able to receive $5 million in welfare funds. Mind you, welfare is for people who are in poverty, poor, struggling. You know what I mean? I don't want to give him too much of a bad name, but when you're on welfare, you're in a different situation. Brett Favre played a long, successful career in the NFL with Wrangler jeans, commercials, and everything in between in that time frame. And you're receiving not the normal welfare. You know what I'm saying? You got $5 million in welfare money.
That's crazy.
Then on top of that, somehow, some way, the school your daughter go to, you managed to get them a couple $1 million to get a whole new volleyball gym and all that stuff or whatever. Like, Brett Favre out there doing some things with the funding out there in Mississippi. And somehow, some way, it got out to the public, and, people like Shannon Sharp and Skip done lit his ass up. Stephen A. has some things to say as well, because it's not being talked about enough. Like, this man literally stole money from the system, and because of his complexion and his size and his Wrangler jeans, it's not being discussed as it should be. Had that been somebody else, Dion or whatever, or another, prominent minority, it would have been all over the fucking news. And unfortunately, most people probably ain't never heard of it. And again, I ain't read too much into it, but now it's starting to pop up more and more. Like, yo, what are y'all doing about this? This man just damn near stole $5 million in welfare. You know what I'm saying? He got ties with the mayor or the governor or whatever the case may be, and they over here, that nigga EBT card must be lit.
It's giving me Mayor Kingtown vibe. Like he,
Brett Favre over here eating $5 million worth of crab legs, seafood boil every night. Well, man, like,
nah, you know how them Green Bay quarterbacks, they don't really get touched like that. You see Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers.
I guess Aaron Rodgers learned that from far, huh? That is crazy, but if y'all are interested in more information about that, look it up. We ain't gonna dig in that, you know what I mean, too deep, but if y'all need some crab legs, y'all need to use somebody EBT. Brett Favre got it. Allegedly.
Yeah, you better say allegedly for people start hitting Brett Favre. Yo, I heard you got that on
you selling that EBT? I know a few homies trying to buy some EBT. But no, all the jokes aside, though, that money that they're using to give Brett Favre or pay for whatever, you know what I'm saying, fucking volleyball, whatever. They need to be trying to fix that goddamn water out there in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? That shit dirty as a motherfucker, and it's unhealthy and it's unsafe, and that sucks, man. But yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Couldn't live out there, and I wouldn't even go visit.
Right. So give our listeners, which we're probably watching right now, but give our listeners a Titans Bills update.
So let's see, for the Titans, if I'm not mistaken, let's flip back. Yeah, that game is over. So 41-7, Bills won. So
jeez Louise.
Now we got Eagles still going. We in the fourth quarter. They still up 24-7.
You feel me?
So looks like y'all definitely got that 2-0, bro.
Yeah, it's still time though. I'm gonna hold my breath a little longer. But
yo, look, it's 12 minutes left, and that is enough time for a comeback. But I just don't see it happening, bro. They ain't got nothing for y'all.
Yeah, all my parlays for the Bills just fucked up. Ryan Tannehill, motherfucker only had 2 rushing yards, and I had him getting over 10. Bills won. Henry scored. Diggs had over 75 yards with a total of 148. Josh had 250 yards plus. He had 317. So all that's checked off, but Ryan Tannehill was 2 yards.
Damn.
My other parlay, Josh Allen didn't score a touchdown, and Derrick Henry didn't rush over 80 yards. He only had 25. And Singleton only had 19 yards, so the running backs let me down on that one. So basically, I'm back poor. I didn't win. So yeah, this conversation would have been a little different if I would have had hit, but
he'd have been screaming, busting backflips. Y'all have heard all that.
Facts, but FanDuel, DraftKings, holla at us. I need some free bets. You owe me. Nah, but what else we got, man? Sports related, man. Let's talk some college football real quick, man. I know that was a lot of crazy games on college football.
Well, the craziest of all the games for college football had to be the Alabama and Texas game. So Alabama escaped with the win. The score was 2019.
Saw the highlights, man. That quarterback boy, he say they ass, man. He's the real deal.
Nah, he the truth. He
the real deal, man.
He seems like real small for a QB, but he be making shit happen. I'm looking forward to when he get into the league and see, his progression and growth. But
right.
As of right now, in Alabama, he doing this thing.
That would have shook up the whole world if they would have lost that game, because, everybody got Alabama projected to win, the whole thing again this year, and they would have lost to Texas. Ooh-wee, that would have been crazy. But another fucking crazy game that I actually watched was Apache State. Both weeks, first week and this week, they basically came down to doing something that we ain't really thought of them doing. First, they beat Texas, Texas A&M. Number 6, Texas A&M. They beat them week 1, 17-14. You know what I'm saying? Then they just won again against Troy off a Hail Mary, bro. That nigga gunned that bitch in the air. Oh boy, popped it to his teammate and he ran that bitch right in. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And then, of course...
But you can only get those kind of plays in college.
Yeah.
That's why college be, exciting like that.
But it's smart. It's too, because I'm seeing that these college players are learning to tap the ball to their teammates. You know what I'm saying? Most of the NFL players, they're taught to hit the ball down. You know what I'm saying? But this guy hit it to his teammate. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but he was able to smack it to his teammate. He got it and took it off, and to the house he went. So shout out to Apache State, man. That's 2 games in a row. 2 impressive wins in a row, should I say.
Let's see what the next game look like. You see they keep it up.
Week 1, Marshall beat number 8 Notre Dame, which was also shocking. You know what I'm saying? Because Notre Dame was ranked too higher, in my opinion. But, they lost to Marshall. And then they just won against California, so they got lucky. But, that was a great game, too. It was another shocker. Fucked up everybody parlay. Who the fuck is Marshall? You know what I'm saying? But they just made a name for themselves and beat Notre Dame week 1. So I definitely got to salute them that, man. But it was some good games. USC doing they doing. They smacked Fresno. UCLA won. You know, the home teams handle business. But there's too many college games to really discuss. But it was definitely some good ones.
Well, then let's not talk about so much the college game, but let's talk about like the playoff format. So they're talking about changing that in upcoming year 2024. What's your thoughts on that? Have you heard about it?
So they're going from a 4-man playoff to a 12-man. I like it because it could create the college basketball vibes, meaning somebody who ain't supposed to win can end up winning. And I think a lot of these powerhouse teams are not liking that because, again, you know, you're going to have your typical 4, Alabama, Georgia, probably, you know what I'm saying, Clemson or whatever. Yeah, Clemson, Ohio. You're going to have the same 4 fucking teams we have every goddamn year. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to add, you know, a few more. That can be a USC. That can be fucking, Apache State. That who could be whoever. You know what I'm saying? Now you got 12 teams that are more than deserving. One of them could maybe upset one of these power ranked teams. Instead of the typical Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, we might have a fucking, you know, USC might come back to the throne, or we might have a small team on that's like ranked 12th in the whole, you know, top 25 that end up winning. That would shake the fucking football world dramatically.
Yeah, basically a Cinderella story in football, like they have in college basketball.
Right. Even if the team don't win at all, just a random team getting that far would be unheard of, in my opinion. You know, I'm sure they're going to have stipulations. They're going to make it weird like they always do. You got to have these criteria to get in the playoffs. But if they manage to make it fair and, you know, deserving teams could get in that 12, I'm all for it, you know, because I'm kind of tired of the same 4 teams playing every fucking year. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see somebody else compete for it, you know, just to kind of give a little spook and scare to, you know, the normal 5 that makes it every year, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, not changing this format kind of just spices up a little bit. It just adds a little extra uncertainty, like you said. You know, some of these lower class colleges teams could come back and win and get as far as, you know what I'm saying, the championship. You just never know. And then for these bigger teams, they like, you know, they not used to really like playing them in that type of pressure type of game, so they don't know what to expect, what they coming with.
And I'm gonna take a little deeper. Seeing more teams make it to that type of playoff, whether they win or not, it's going to probably make some of the college recruits, high school recruits, look at these schools more. Because naturally, if I'm playing football and I see Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Florida State, or whoever in the championship, you know, top 4 every year, and I want to get into that position, guess what? I'm going to go to one of those schools, which is why they are so packed with all the top players, because you know, if you go to one of those schools, your chances of going to a national game is going to be almost guaranteed every year. But now with additional, you know, 8 teams, those 8 teams might be able to now grab some recruits that normally probably would have went to these guys because, oh, I can go play here and help them get to the playoff. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it might also spark a change in how the recruiting is going. And I don't think big schools want that either, to be honest. So I'm all for it, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we'll wrap that up with the college. Shit, as far as the NBA, you know, we still months away from the season. You know, a lot of teams are starting to practice together low key. I don't know if it's training camp, but I'm starting to see a lot of videos and stuff of teams getting their little chemistry on. You know what I mean? So ain't much to talk about, but a couple of, you know, recent deals have happened. Montrezl Harrell just signed with the 76ers for 2 years, $5.2 million. Shout out to him because he was just looking at a fucking weed charge. You know what I'm saying? And they got him, you know what I'm saying? He got that, you know, wiped out, and now he on his way to Philly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that
he's still gonna be smoking weed.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I do like the, you know what I'm saying, that addition to the Sixers, that another tough, he kind of loses PJ. No, they got PJ, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, they got PJ Tucker. Yep, so they got PJ now, who's a dog. Now you got Montrezl that's a dog. Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Embiid, Harden, some dogs. You still got Maxey. Yeah, they're gonna be something to mess with. You know what I mean? I like this too because this might give Trez a chance to get in the playoffs and, you know, make a little news. Oh, almost another interception. But and then of course the Lakers have signed Dennis Schroeder again. He's back with us for a 1-year deal, $2.6 million.
I like it.
I like it too. His goofy ass should have stayed with us when he had the chance and took that 84. When we offered him that 4-year, $84 million, he thought he was worth 120, and he'd been on some 1-year deals the past couple of years. So now he's back with us. You know, maybe he might get a little more after this season, but I think he can help us because with Beverly's not considered to be a scorer, and I think Dennis could score. You know what I'm saying? So I think with those two, we get a little bit of a connect type of player. We got a defensive-minded player, and we got a guy who can give us some points, you know what I'm saying, and can distribute the ball when Russ is not in the game or when Russ is ain't on his shit. I can see Dennis giving us, like he did last year, not last year, excuse me, the year he played with us, he gave us a couple of games where he gave us a good 15, 18, you know what I'm saying? I can see him doing that again this time, so I like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think now that we got him, boom, if I had to guess, like starting lineup going to be.
Oh, damn, they got it back. My bad.
This nigga, man. If I had to guess what the starting lineup was going to be, I still think Russ is going to start. I think you have Dennis at the 2, Brian, Anthony, and then Thomas Bryant definitely start.
I'm okay with Russ getting traded. You know what I'm saying? But if we going to keep him,
he got to start.
He don't have to start, but by default he will. You know what I mean? Like I still feel like his name holds him enough weight. Unless Dennis and Patrick come and just dog his ass out, I can't see why he don't start. I would rather trade Russ, but if we're going to keep him, me personally think he deserves a clean slate. Whatever he did last year, whatever he didn't do last year, that was last year. He's here. We ain't trading him. We keeping him. Fuck all that talk about benching. Fuck all that talk about what he didn't do. Let's see what he do this year. And if this time around he don't live up to his expectations, we got Dennis.
He'll be traded by the deadline.
Yeah, that too. But we also have Dennis and we got Beverly to come back in the game who can handle the ball. And both of those guys can move without the ball with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of Russ's problems. So if Russ buy into what Devin Ham wants and he just put his ego to the side, man, and just forget everything that happened last year, he might have a breakout year. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't put it past him, but all this speculation about benching him, like, bro, that was all last year's trash. This year is a whole new chance for him to make a name for himself and reintroduce himself. You know what I'm saying? Prove the doubters wrong. If that don't happen in the first 15 games, bench his ass and let Schroeder or Patrick Beverly come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Last year he got lucky because we didn't have no real good backup point guards, but now we got 2, so it's on him. But I want to give him a fair chance at least. You know what I mean? So salute to him. Salute to the Lakers. I still want Buddy Hill Miles, but you know, if we're gonna keep Russ, let's just at least give him a fair respect. You know what I'm saying? So
they're still talking. I mean, there's still talk about a potential trade with Russ, right? Or have they completely taken it?
It's not still talks. It's just not as loud. And then what sparked it back up is he put his house up for sale in Westwood. Excuse me. So I think he put it up for like $29 million. So I'm not selling my house if I'm not leaving. You know what I'm saying? So he's selling it for a reason. I'm sure he got multiple houses out there, but that was like his main house. So he's selling it, and that kind of, you know, triggered the whole, the trade thing is still on. So who knows? You know what I mean? It's still, like I say, a month away before this training camp starts. Anything is possible. So just make a move now so we can go in training camp with with everybody focused and not worried about, the bullshit. So
looking forward to this coming season.
Right. On top of that, man, the only thing I really heard from the NBA as far as changes is the in-season tournament. They're pretty much going to add the in-season tournament, and it sounds like everybody is going to be participating in it. And if I'm not mistaken, it will be within the regular season games. It would just be in tournament mode. More details about what happens when you win or lose or whatever, I haven't seen anything yet, but we'll definitely touch back on it once we get more detail. But they did say like whoever makes it to the championship will have like an additional game out of the 82. So somebody may play 83 games, but for the most part, they're going to make this tournament thing everybody participation type of thing. So we shall see what that will lead to. How you feel about that?
I like the idea of it. I mean, I like the idea of all these sports, like just coming up with different ways of making the game more interesting, adding different dynamics to it. You know, some things they're going to try, they're going to love, we going to love as fans. And some things, you know, we going to be like, man, what the fuck is this? But at least they taking a chance at just switching it up, you know, from the traditional shit that we used to.
I like it because, again, they're making everybody play and they're making it within the regular season games. That way nobody has to play extra games or whatever. Oh, shit. Interception. Hurts through an interception. But anyways, yes, I like it. I fucks with it though. You know, so the NBA is doing some changes. They're doing that. The tournament, of course, they're about to have rivalry week. And then they're in the works right now, bringing back the eligibility down to 18. So I think it's currently 19 with 1+ year out of high school removed. But now they're about to open it back up to 18, which means high schoolers can come straight out the league. Straight out of high school to the league again. So I call that the LeBron effect. You know, all that talk about playing with Bronny, and everybody over here counting the numbers like, okay, LeBron got 1 more year, Bronny, then LeBron like, look, I need it to happen sooner than later. Because then, you know, because Bryce is around the corner too. Bryce got 3 years plus cost 4 years. LeBron like, nah, I need to make this happen sooner than later. So, yeah, shout out to LeBron for making that happen.
Oh, yeah, he definitely made a phone call.
Right.
Like, we ain't going to have a sit down about this one.
Right.
Yeah. Nigga knees starting to hurt.
Sooner than later, bro. But other NBA news, man, what we got? Some other NBA news?
So I thought this one was interesting. So Michael Jordan's last dance jersey from the 1998 NBA Finals sold for a record of $10.1 million. Bro. Are you serious?
Bro, it's Michael Jordan, man. See, things like this, man, things like this will forever.
Oh, interception! Let's go. Nah, that's caught. That's interception
the play
right there.
Before that, they almost intercepted it. Slay almost had it.
Your boy Darius Slay with 2 interceptions on the night.
The play before that one, he almost had an interception.
Was that him too?
Yep, he was fumbling it.
Yo, he locking the receivers down all game, bro. Jefferson can't do nothing.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Darius Slay.
My bad, bro. I didn't cut you off like that.
Nah, it's good. Darius Slay came to play, baby. EAGLES. Eagles. Let's go, baby. Nah, but yeah, the Jordan jersey selling for $10 million, bro. That's the type of shit that will keep people from ever giving LeBron like his full flowers of the greatest, because any and everything that sells when it comes to Michael Jordan sells for crazy amounts. Don't get me wrong, LeBron, I think his rookie card sold for some millions or whatever, but bro, they had shoes for Michael Jordan that was damn near about to crumble, sold for like $5 million. They got just jersey for 10. His cards be selling for millions. Like, Michael Jordan is like a different, like when you talk about the GOAT, LeBron is on that path of being a GOAT, but Michael's on like this, he's like on this iconic level. Like, he's like not really amongst everybody else, because nothing Michael does is normal. Like, everything that Michael has or anything related to Michael, it just goes crazy, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, at this point, Michael Jordan is not just Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just like, I don't know. He is just that nigga, man. And anything that's pertaining to him in that era of those 6 championships, it's always going to sell for crazy amounts, bro. You know what I mean? And I mean, bro, think about this. I'm going to end it on this with Michael Jordan. This nigga has a yacht that looks like his goddamn shoes. This nigga got a yacht for like $8 million plus or whatever that looks like his cement threes or whatever. Come on, bro. That's hard.
That's crazy. Shout out to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, shout out. Come on the pod, Playboy. You come on that pod. We to the moon.
Yeah, but you talked about like LeBron getting to that same status. LeBron isn't the only one. Tom Brady also want to get to that same type of status as well. He wants that shit bad. And he trying to follow that same little blueprint, you know what I'm saying? Like being one of the greatest top athlete and then get out the game on a team, you know what I'm saying? Invest money. You know, he wants to do the same. So it's a lot of cats out there. And I think for Tom too, that kind of hurts is to see that Bron and hit that billion. And he like, okay, hold on.
But see, I put one knock to Brady. Brady came up in a later era. These motherfuckers ain't start thinking about the outside world until later on. LeBron came in that era where thinking outside of basketball came early. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron been getting more money in his contracts too. That's another reason why that helps him too. But Tom Brady wasn't always getting a lot of money because he sacrificed his money to get players to win championships. You feel me? So, and what Tom Brady also is failing to realize is Michael Jordan is a divorced man. It's a sacrifice to being great. And it looks like Tom Brady going through that right now. They ain't confirming it, but Griselda, whatever her name is, she ain't too happy. You feel me? Like, that nigga retired, bro. Went home for 2 weeks and came back.
I told you. He went home, sat around for a minute, them kids running around going crazy. She, you know, doing her little thing or whatever, her norm, or asking him to do more than what he used to. And he like, yo, you know what? Make a phone call real quick. All right. I'm coming back. Nigga sent the facts like Jordan. I'm back.
Nigga sent an Instagram post. He said, if it ain't come from my mouth, I ain't said. 4 hours later, I'm back. But yeah, man, yeah, Brady is GOAT. You know what I'm saying? GOAT level. But speaking of GOATs, Netflix is going to be releasing a documentary on the Redeem team. You know, the Olympics team that came back to, you know, redeem themselves when we lost, you know, to Argentina in the Olympics or whatever. So the documentary is based on putting that team together and going through that particular Olympic games. And it's our chance for us to see and hear more about Kobe Bryant as well and his impact on that whole team and the mindset he brought. I am so excited and looking forward to seeing that, bro. Like, the trailer had me. I was like, ooh, this is going to be good, bro.
I think the one thing I'm going to like about it is you hear a lot of those same players, even to this day, talk about the impact that Kobe had on them and that spending time with him and the game that they was getting, and then to actually physically see it like in this documentary going to be dope. I'm looking forward to that.
And, you know, that shit's tight too, because Krzyzewski said, we had everything, but we just needed one more piece. And so that's why we called Kobe. Then Kobe come walking up with the shades. Like, that shit was hard. Like, man, so I'm looking forward to it, bro. I think it come out October. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I'm sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like how I did with the fucking, you know, Last Dance documentary, bro. I'm sitting down, be quiet, everybody shut the fuck up, and we gonna watch this. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Sanders.
Nigga's on the edge of his seat, bruh. Like he do when he play the game.
I'm telling you, that shit, like, that trailer had me, bro. You know what I mean? Real quick, though. Real quick, when we move on after this. Who you picking, the original Dream Team or the Redeem Team?
Ooh, shit. I'm going with the Redeem Team.
Hell yeah. I can't, I'm sorry. Cause the Dream Team a lot of them was just older, already, you know, past their prime. And then the overseas players wasn't nowhere near what the overseas players are now. Our Redeem Team, I think the oldest person was Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the oldest of them all, but he was still athletic and, you know, agile and all that shit. So I think they would match up very well, and I think the Redeem Team will definitely beat. I think they will play smack him low key. Sorry, you know, Dwight Howard gonna dunk his dog. He gonna dunk that shit so hard on Larry Bird. Larry Bird.
I would say like that first half, they probably would have been like, you know, saying the Redeem Team probably would have been taking it easy, but the old heads, you know, they get to talking. So once the old heads get to talking, and that gang get to speeding up a little bit, that tempo go higher.
Hell no. Nah. Kobe Bryant take it easy. Would walk in that goddamn
Kobe. Yes, but the rest of them would have took.
They're gonna follow Kobe. That's why they brought Kobe there. That's why they brought Kobe there. If Kobe had a chance to play against Michael and these guys, ain't no we about to take it. We not finna take it lightly on these motherfuckers. Kobe Bryant want to come out
But
there.
the rest of the niggas on the team ain't coming with that same mindset.
That's where you missing the point.
That's where Kobe coaching them come in. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Before the conversation, but I mean, before the game started, you think Kobe ain't finna be in that motherfucking in that room, locker room, telling them like we ain't finna give these niggas nothing. You know what I'm saying? They not finna go out there and play it easy. They gonna come out there and try to eat them niggas alive early.
I would hope so.
And if they don't, guess who's finna do it by himself? Kobe. Now it's Kobe versus Michael the whole game because everybody else ain't gonna cooperate. But nah, I think them niggas will come out with the vengeance. You know what I'm saying? So if only we can see these type of things, man. But I'm definitely picking the Redeem Team. For y'all listening, let us know who y'all got. The Dream Team or the Redeem Team. But moving on.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Go ahead.
Because why is it that every couple of years, 3 to 5 years or so, there's always like some owner coming through or getting exposed for being racist, bro? Tell me you heard about the Suns owner.
I mean, to answer your question, most of these rich white people are racist. You know what I mean? Or come from a racist line or have racist habits and thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they're not fully racist like they used to be, but they came up in an era where certain things that was said or certain things they believe or, when you're a billionaire, bro, you really just think you could do what the fuck you want to do. And that's just the problem with some of these billionaires of, in these sports teams. Like they've been rich and powerful for so long, bro. They're just showing their true colors. I just think it's always been like this, but since we're in this era where, people want to be treated right and people are tired of it, people speaking out more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised at all, bro. I'm surprised he only got 1 year, to be honest with you. And if LeBron is doing what LeBron doing, it will be longer than that. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron wasn't happy with that 1 year suspension. A lot of the players, a lot of people, even the other owners of the Suns have all voted that he should resign. He should resign. You know what I mean? So, because if they don't, it's just going to get them more sanctions on the team. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they got to talk Sterling into selling the team. Like, all right, you don't sell, we just going to make it harder for y'all. Y'all going to lose draft picks, blah, blah, blah. So, and honestly, I think the difference between this and Sterling was we actually heard the Sterling tape, but
yeah, no, that did make it.
That made it worse. But this dude was not only was he racist, he was also sexist. He was a misogynistic. Like he was doing a bunch of shit. We just don't have video of it or we don't have audio of it yet. You know what I'm saying? But we got more than enough witnesses and more than enough people who's coming forth. So that's enough. It's harder when you hear it. So I guess that's why it was so stern on Donald Sterling. You know what I'm saying? But I think ultimately it's the same shit. We just heard one versus hearing about the other one. But it's the same shit. So I think he should be, forced to resign. And I think he should, get the fuck on, He'll be all right. Sell your part, move on. So
speaking of moving on, let's go ahead and keep this pushing. I want to give a shout out to the Las Vegas Aces for winning the championship. Final score, the finals game was 3-1, and they won that motherfucker. So big shout out to them. Round of applause, please.
It was live on YouTube. Did you watch it? Why you laughing?
Nah, I didn't watch it, bro. I caught the highlights though. Nah, I ain't watch it.
Nah, I bought some ruffled chips too with old girl on the front, Aja Wilson. I bought some chips to celebrate her winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? So. She got
my nigga said he brought some chips.
Yeah, she's like the first female basketball player on the ruffle bag of chips. She got a little twist or whatever. So I had to eat a couple of them real quick to celebrate. You feel me?
I ain't mad at you at all,
salute to her, man. She got MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and she won a ring. She didn't get Finals MVP. Her teammate did, Becky Hammond or whatever. No, I'm sorry, that's the coach. Chelsea Gray. Yeah, Chelsea Gray, she got the MVP, Finals MVP. She balled out too, but rookie coach Becky Hannon, however you say her name is, she basically won her first title in her first year, which I'm kind of not surprised, bro.
I mean,
coming from Popovich.
She came into a team that was already pretty solid from the jump.
And then she came from Popovich, bro. You know what I'm saying? She coming from a winning culture. You know what I'm saying? She damn near could have coached men if they would have let her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised, you know what I'm saying? But they did it, man. So I think tomorrow, Tuesday, Vegas about to be lit up. 48 people on a parade.
This is not funny, and I'm not making a joke, but they only shutting down the strip from like Caesar's Palace to like Bellagio.
Yeah, y'all need.
So it's not like a full on parade, but you know they'll be out there celebrating and all of that. Which,
man,
you know, anybody out here in Vegas, you know, if y'all got the time, go down there and you know, what I'm saying, support the Aces.
I just said don't come if you ain't take 4 shots though. If you ain't take 4 shots of that drink, don't show up. So all 48 people gonna be lit. That's what's
Sound
up.
Like
though.
a challenge.
So that's what's up though. Half of that's gonna be traffic though, but you know, at least they won. You know what I mean? Salute to them. Yeah, man. What else we got sports wise? This game is just about wrapped up, man. The Eagles is about to take that W. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 2-0. You know what I mean? I got my Eagles shirt on right now. You know, Spalding. But in other news, man. Imani Bates, man, the high school phenom, then he ended up going to Memphis and then he ended up transferring and going to Eastern Michigan. He was pulled over and one of his friend's car that so happened to have a gun in it, so now he's receiving a gun charge.
You gotta be kidding me.
Supposedly his lawyer is saying he was borrowing a friend's car, didn't know the gun was in there, so we're gonna see what happens. But he's off to a bad start, man. You know, he already got a bad reputation on his attitude when he was at Memphis. You know, then he left, went to Eastern Michigan or some shit like that, whatever. Now this, man, like, he ain't make it to the league yet. And he got to tread lightly on what he doing, man, because that shit gonna haunt him. You know what I mean? And this is the wrong era. You know what I mean? So, hopefully it's nothing serious, man. But if he's important, like I think he is, this will get brushed under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't heard about his ass since he left. You know, he left Memphis in the middle of the season or whatever because he wasn't feeling how things was going. You know what I mean? His dad pulled him, so he been coming off like a little diva. You know,
pretty smart on his dad to pull him though. Let me say that.
Why? I mean, you went there to play. You not balling how you supposed to. That's not nobody's fault but yours. But since you think your son's a star and he deserves, you know, more touches and blah blah blah, instead of committing to the team, you pull him and go to a smaller school. That's a cop out to me. He finna go to Eastern Michigan and ball the fuck out because who the fuck is Eastern Michigan? You know what I'm saying? So I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like your son gotta learn how to, you know, be humbled because if he don't get humbled now, he gonna get humbled later. You know what I mean? So that's just
but there's probably things we don't know that maybe like forced that decision too, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's the typical superstar shit. It's like with the kid Dior Johnson and some of the other kids you hear about, they're so used to having their way that when they get their way, they change schools. So, you know, but hey, what do I know? What else we got, man? Let's end it off with boxing. Apparently that's the most lit thing right now, boxing.
I mean, Canelo won, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody who tried to bet against or thought to bet against him, you guys I'm just saying you're stupid. Like he was definitely going to win that fight.
Gigi old and tired, man. Gigi came to get a $25 million check and leave, bro. I done fought you like 10 times, bro. I am tired of fighting you, bro. God damn, man. And that's why it was an anonymous decision, too. Like, niggas didn't even try to knock each other out, bro. This is a payout for Gigi, bro.
At all.
Like, man, if I had 25 million on the line, I would have came in and did the same shit, bro. Whoop me all you want. I get 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody got time for this, bro. They fought, how many times? It's like the trilogy, bro. Enough's enough, man. You know,
please do not do it. Please do not do another match. Like, let this one
right,
go.
Man. Canelo got a fucking contract to fight like 95 times, so he got to fight somebody. So why not fight a person 3 more times? You feel me? And then we got the celebrity boxing shit, which is getting out of hand. But you know, Levon Bell fought Adrian Peterson, knocked him out.
I was about to say, he didn't fight him. He knocked that nigga out.
And I was actually surprised by that because you know Adrian Peterson ain't no small dude, but he got caught. But, you know, Le'Veon actually listened to his coach. His coach was saying, like, hit him with the body twice, boom, boom, then go for the punch. And then he did that shit exactly how he said it and folded Peterson. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
Your boy Nick Young also got knocked out.
Look, he knocked himself out. He fell out the ring, goofy ass. Like, this nigga tried to do an uppercut and a spin move. Like, the nigga try to sock him and spin. Like, it's a basketball game. Like, swoop and then spin. Like, I wish dude would have caught him on that spin. That would have been hilarious. But they saying that old boy, like, gave him a forearm or some shit, which caused him to, like, fall out the ring and he hit his head, so they stopped the fight. And he over here calling out fucking D'Angelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
They showed, Nick Young showed so many videos of him, like, boxing, practicing, or whatever, sparring and all of this and that. And then you get in the ring and this is what you do.
You really try to sock him while doing a spin move, bro. Like, there's no way. There's no way you train for that. Like, I wish we had the video right now. He tried to uppercut him and then spin off him. Like, that shit was pathetic, man. But your boy, Jake Paul, a.k.a. Mr. I Get Attention, he is supposed to fight Tyson Fury's brother. Supposedly, he couldn't get in the country. Then he was supposed to fight his ex spar partner. Something would happen with that or whatever. I think the spar partner was going to whoop his ass for real. Like, he knew that. So now, somehow, some way, he was able to get Anderson Silva, you know, UFC icon, you know what I'm saying? So far, he got him to gun the boxing match.
Why the hell would you want to get into a fight with Anderson Silva?
Because I'm paying Anderson Silva to take a fall. Anderson Silva has been in the UFC for how many years? And there's no way he was making millions of dollars like he about to make right now with this fight. So, you about to make millions of dollars from this fight, and you're going to get a little extra couple dollars for taking the hit and taking the fall. Why wouldn't you? We all know UFC fighters going to make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So, he was in the league for a good minute. I mean, and then on top,
and he was champ for a minute too. So
yeah, but I can kick you, choke you, I can do all type of shit. And I can actually just use just my hands and with gloves on. It's gonna be a little different. Them punches may not hit the same, bro. And he a little older too. That's another thing. Jake Paul smart. You know what I'm saying? He got that senior citizen home. Like, hey, you want to fight? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so he killing all the legends is what you
trying to. He fighting right now. He's fighting names. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the old boy he fought the last 2 times, that he had a name in boxing at one point, but he wasn't the same person. You know what I mean? So Jake Paul is a businessman, bro. His brother over here playing in the WWF, and now he over here playing in boxing, bro. Like, they are businessmen in marketing. We all gonna go. It's just like when Floyd was fighting all the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? We knew Floyd was gonna win, but at the same time, the others thought he would lose. So you pay all that money to see Floyd finally lose. But Floyd was smart. He fought the Mexicans because they had a big following. They have a big, community. Shout out to them. But he was smart on it. He was fighting every single De Mayo, it seemed like. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing. He was a marketing genius. Now look, Jake Paul doing the same shit. He's fighting ex-UFC fighters. And he's doing 2 things. He's kind of shunning, what's his name, Dana White, because, he already called him out for not paying, the UFC fighters. He's not paying them. They don't have health insurance, blah, blah, blah. And he's also here like, I'm over here offering your guys more money than you ever offered them to fight or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think like he's marketing himself as well as kind of like showing up Dana White by saying, I'm doing better than you did to your fighters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a double win for him, so I hate to say it, I'm gonna watch it. Cause I feel like this might be the fight he loses, but
and it's
who
gonna
knows?
be out there in Arizona, right?
I don't know about that part.
I think it's supposed to be out there in Arizona.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
Might have to pull up on that one.
No, I watch from afar. But yeah, man, that's it, man. We'll get back to that once the fight happens. I think it's supposed to happen October
29th.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, NAZ. Okay, so fuck it. I might slide through, sock a nigga up real quick. Put me on the undercard with somebody. I'll fight for $250.
What the fuck? This nigga said $250.
Yeah, $250,000. I'll fight somebody.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
You think I'm a crackhead, bro? Out here fighting for some gum, some Pop Rocks. Nah, but Yeah, man. Thank y'all for listening, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. This is the sports edition of ErrthangWavey The Podcast, week 2. You know what I'm saying? Tune in next week and we'll keep in touch with all the things sports related. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all fucking with it. Hopefully y'all keep fucking with it. And yeah. What you want to say for that, Q?
Bye, niggas.